With focus on both landlords and tenants, a new documentary explores the rental crisis tonight. Through the Roof is at 9:35. But now, Maya loses control in Shortland Street.
So just you home?
Yeah, come in.
My kids are home alone, probably bored. Scotty's there, he's with Phoenix.
Now I call the police.
Yeah, and the psych team. Calm down, mate.
Give me back Tracy!
Buddy.
Oh, get off me! Give me back Tracy! Give me back Tracy!
Thank you for eating with me. Must look like a bit of a loser sitting here by myself.
Rubbish, a woman of mystery and intrigue, surely.
In this place? You must be joking. Any mystery I had wore off years ago.
Oh, save some for yourself.
Too late. We could always order another glass.
So we could. Ignore him, he might go away.
Ladies, having a good evening?
We are, thank you.
Wish I could say the same.
They obviously let you out of hospital, that's something.
Oh, don't let me interrupt your dinner. I might need a hand cutting my steak, though. You won't mind, will you?
Here we go.
Please.
Don't feel you have to rush off on my account.
Excuse us.
You sure you don't want to stay, chat?
No, not to you. Let us pass, please.
Do you want to lose the use of your other hand too?
Thank you.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
What?
Your pit bull with a girlfriend. You think I was hard work?
You're not happy. I get that.
So you do have a brain?
I've got something that might make you change your mind.
Well, it can't be a ring. You wouldn't be that stupid.
It would have to be a bloody big one.
Yeah, it would.
First, you have to accept my apology. Okay, come back. It's yours. Do you like it?
More than I like you at the moment.
Let me put it on. There. All's right with the world. I'm no longer on the brink of career suicide. Luke Derville is safe and sound. And you look more beautiful than you did a minute ago.
Thank you.
Come home with me.
You think that's all it's going to take, don't you? Dangle something shiny in front of me and suddenly all's forgiven.
I haven't told you how much I paid for it yet. That should clinch it.
You think you know me so well, don't you?
Whoa. Calm down, Scott. We're all friends here, all right?
He's sedated, but you wouldn't have got any sense out of him. He's delusional.
Yeah, I don't suppose there's any point asking you the way outside.
Not until I know what's going on.
His behaviour is so out of character. I'd book him for a CT if I were you.
On, Scott. Let's get him the cubicle tour, please.
We're not talking post-traumatic stress here, are we?
Has he been taking his meds?
Not for the last few days, but...
This all started when he was taking them.
Okay. Hey, we'll look after him.
Come on, let's get out of here. All we're doing here is getting in the way.
You got someone to sit with?
Yeah. Tracy's brother and he now are urgent triage.
I'm not going anywhere either.
Okay, scan's booked. I'll come and find you as soon as I know anything. Okay.
Come on.
I'm not usually like that, by the way.
Sorry?
Do you want to lose the use of your other hand too? Oh, I nearly cracked up when I heard myself.
Well, that worked.
I couldn't believe how rude he was. Are you coming in or not?
I think I might go home.
Is Max with you?
He's working.
Well, that settles it. Staying here until he gets back.
I'm not scared of Jim, if that's what you're worried about.
He is spoiling for a fight. Wouldn't be surprised if he came looking for you.
I can handle him.
Why should you have to? Come on, have a drink. Go on then. Nicole, she's just got to Tauranga.
You worried about her brother?
No, I'm worried about Nicole. Her and her mum don't really get on. I'll just...
Yeah, sure.
Put some music on if you like. It's JJ's.
dancing to it.
Oh, it's just 'cause me.
Are you going to stand there all night and wipe up every little drop from the bottom of my glass?
Yep, because that's how much I love you. Plus, there's not actually anything else to do, so...
Well, if it keeps up like this, maybe you could knock off early.
You said that like it's a good thing.
I thought we could try at that new club in town, the one that everyone's talking about.
Yeah, the reason they're talking about it is because of the $20 cover charge.
That's what makes it exclusive?
Well, this place is looking pretty exclusive. And anytime you want to chuck 20 bucks in my tip jar, go for it. Oh, no. Here comes the hoi polloi now.
Let me take my money somewhere else.
Oh, I was just joking. So where's the lovely Brooke this evening? I can always count on you two to bump up the profits.
Oh, sorry to disappoint, but the lovely Brooke won't be joining me.
Oh, well, we'll just have to settle for the lovely Luke then. What can I get you guys?
Usual for me and whatever Luke's having.
Very decent of you. A vodka tonic, I think.
So, we recovered yet?
Nearly. I've already managed one full night's sleep, and I'm nearly up to date with my work follow-up.
Work? Shouldn't you be rebooking a holiday to Voodoo Land or wherever?
Benin, in West Africa. I considered it, but as I've already missed the annual festival of Vodon, I saw no point.
Okay.
Besides, work is keeping me more than occupied. Before my ordeal, I'd neglected to keep up with the latest medical journals. All that time wasted trying to chase down that disappearing patient, William Wilson, remember?
Vaguely.
All right, it's 15.50 thanks. Or would you like to start a tab?
Depends whether this one decides to lay off on the shop talk or not.
Can't you talk about the weather like a regular person?
Hot today, wasn't it?
Ah, that's better.
Funny name for a Serbian, isn't it?
Hey?
William Wilson. He was Serbian, I remember.
Well, I queried it too. Apparently he had his name changed after he became a New Zealand citizen. Wonder what it was before.
Maybe that was his name. Wilhelm Wilson, yeah.
Wouldn't it say it on his file?
Probably not. 15.50, you said.
Yeah. No shop talk, guys. You're scaring away my best customer.
Hey, I've got Scotty's CT results. It shows a mass in his right frontal lobe.
What?
You mind if I take a look?
Sure.
What do you think?
After effect of the heavy metal poison, maybe. It's hard to say.
That'd be my guess.
Oh, I'm gonna need a little more than guesses here, guys.
Well, we found it. That's the main thing.
So that's why Scotty's been behaving the way he has.
I'll say so.
And what's that, another guess? Sorry.
When you say mass, do you mean a tumour, cancer?
The good news right now is that it's isolated to one region. I'll book him in to see a neurosurgeon first thing tomorrow morning.
And what does that mean?
It means Scotty's probably going to need an operation. Brain surgery. This one I really can dance to.
Actually, do you know JJ likes this one too?
He has great taste. Come on. No. Yes, I bet you dance with JJ.
Yeah, I look sillier than he does.
When did you last go to a nightclub?
Don't remember.
You said you were dancing tonight. Come on.
Please.
Yes. Okay. It's obviously not the right track for you. Stay right there. Don't move.
No, good idea.
No, I mean, don't move till I find the right track. I love this song.
Me too. Come on, dance.
My blessings, gonna praise for letting me be.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's okay. That was, sorry. I should probably shouldn't drink so much.
Yeah, same.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Max is probably home by now.
Yeah, I think that I heard his car before.
Oh, right. Oh, really sorry.
No, don't be.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you will.
I knew it.
Knew what?
The next time I saw you, you'd be showing off that necklace. If you hated me as much as you want to, it'd be for sale now.
Who says it's not?
You can't keep this up forever, you know.
Can't I?
If you're waiting for the matching earrings, there aren't any.
That is a shame.
I could stretch to dinner. Anything on the menu. What's wrong?
Recognise anybody?
Ah, I wonder if I could steal the cryptic crossword.
You could, but you'd be disappointed. Dr. Harris has done it already.
Oh, dear. I suppose I'll have to settle for Sudoku.
Oh, it's an easy one today. Man of your intellect, why would you bother?
Oh, it'll pass the time for a minute or two.
Oh, do you mind? I haven't finished with it.
I only want one page.
Well, I want to read something on the back.
Well, be like that, then. I'm sure there's another copy somewhere.
I'm sure there is too. It's only a matter of time before he sees that article.
You know the new surgical department contact list?
I should do. I sent it to you by email yesterday.
My printer's on the blink.
And you need a copy?
Would you mind?
Of course not. Oh, Maya, I have a message for you from your son. He would like me to tell you that the breakfast cereal he gets at my place is 1,000,000 times yummier than the breakfast cereal he gets at yours.
Yeah, we know why, don't we? Because yours is full of sugar.
Have you heard from Nicole?
I talked to her last night.
And how's her brother?
Broken leg. Something fell on him, apparently. I think their mother might have panicked.
She must have done to call Nicole. How are they getting on?
Put it this way, I don't think Nick will be down there any longer than she needs to be.
Well, you don't know when she'll be back?
Not yet, no.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Derek Galbraith from Central. Do you know him?
I know the name.
Yeah, and every neurosurgeon in the Southern Hemisphere knows his name. That's how good he is. He's decided to do the procedure here with me assisting. It'll be easier all round.
Not that it will be easy.
He really is the best.
Poor Scotty. As if he hasn't been through enough already.
Another thing. I've been thinking about Scotty's post-traumatic stress diagnosis, and I'm starting to think it might not have been that at all.
What?
Well, his symptoms could have been caused by the swelling around the mass. It might have triggered something called Capgras syndrome.
You've lost me. Oh, yeah, me too.
It's rare. It's most common in patients with schizophrenia, but don't let that worry you. It can happen with other brain injuries and disorders. The sufferer starts to think that someone close to them has been replaced by an imposter. It's usually a partner or a family member, and in Scotty's case, it was you.
Okay. Somebody needs to wake me up, because this is getting way too out there. This operation he'll be having, will it fix him?
Removing the tumour will certainly relieve the pressure on Scotty's brain. Beyond that...
You don't really know.
Thank you. Oh, do you mind?
Oh, of course not. I was saving it for you.
Ah, the crossword.
Not for that. Thought you might be interested. I'm right, aren't I? That's Mr. Wilson.
Not according to this, it's not.
I know.
Boban Tintor.
And his friend's got an even better name.
Ratko Miljaš.
It says there that he's a notorious hitman. You wouldn't think to look at him, though, would you? He looks like my cousin Dennis. He's a chemist in the Hawke's Bay. I think that's why I noticed him. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
You've seen this, I assume?
Yeah.
You didn't think to tell me in the staff room?
Well, I hadn't got to it yet.
It's on page 3.
I always read the paper backwards. Looks like your instincts were right. You thought there was something off with Mr. Wilson from the start.
And now my instincts are telling me these are the men who abducted me.
Are you sure?
Well, it makes more sense than anything else I've been able to come up with. The question remains, of course, why me?
Well, you had your doubts about whether we were treating the right patient. Maybe that was enough.
Well, they didn't know that, did they? It's all very bizarre.
We had the same idea. I was pouring the water in the pot when he walked in.
Yeah. Blame me if it's too weak. I've made Yvonne hurry. I thought they'd be out by now.
Yeah, they should be. Oh, that won't mean anything, trust me. Thank you. Are they all done?
Not quite. Excuse me.
Linda, wait up.
Not long now, I'm sure.
Oh.
I know you said, was it white and one or...
Oh, well, whatever way it comes. Ta.
Where was she racing off to?
Galbraith sent her to get something called a Dura hook. Don't ask me what that's for, I couldn't tell you.
Did she say how they were going?
Apparently it's a bit more complicated than they'd hoped. Oh. But hey, isn't everything?
All I know is that William Wilson was a late addition to the list after Mrs. Greenway was bumped.
And why did that happen?
Do you want me to find her notes for you? It'll be more productive than quizzing me this long after the event.
I've already seen them. Dr. Stevens is usually very good with his paperwork. In this instance, I'm at a loss to understand his reasoning.
Have you talked to Isaac?
Why?
He examined Mrs. Greenway, found she had a low-grade fever.
So her surgery got postponed. And William Wilson materialised from the public list.
Isaac's doing also. You're talking to the wrong surgeon.
Evidently. Thank you.
Come on. Caps lock.
Sorry?
You having trouble logging in?
Yeah.
Have you checked that caps lock isn't on? That's usually the problem.
Of course, I'm an idiot.
I do it all the time. I'm here. So you are?
What did you want me for?
It will come to me.
Was it to tell me I could nip away for an early lunch?
Well, you may as well. It can't have been anything very important.
Oh, I hope not. You've been a bit vague on it all day.
Please tell me you got it. Tell me it's gone, please.
We got it. It's gone.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yeah, he means it. This guy loves his work.
This part, anyway.
And is Scotty gonna be okay?
We can't be 100% sure till he comes round, but right now, I'm hovering around 95%.
Isaac, sorry, I know you're busy. Mrs. Greenway. Alfred William Wilson took her slot in theatre.
Oh, right, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. She had a low-grade fever.
A low-grade fever that somehow didn't make it onto her notes.
Well, what can I say? I was busy that day, too.
I won't keep you much longer.
So I'm not under arrest?
Pardon?
What exactly am I being accused of, Detective?
Oh, I see. No, I'm merely trying to ascertain the facts.
Okay, get your notebook out. I'll tell you everything I know.
Mr. Wilson, so-called, replaced Mrs. Greenway because?
Because I read his file and decided his case was urgent. And no, I had no idea who he really was.
I didn't mean to imply you did.
Good. And neither does anyone else who works here.
You know that for a fact, do you?
Look, mate, I know what you've been through. I don't blame you for wanting answers, but drop the witch hunt, would you? You're only going to make a fool of yourself.
He's probably not going to come round for a while. You should go home, get some rest. It's not going to be me he wants to see when he first comes around, is it? I'm sure you'll come very close second. Thanks. What for?
For taking care of him. Not just today.
Off you go. I'll call you.
Good.
Sure you don't want half?
No, thank you. Actually, I should probably start making calls. I have a wedding to salvage.
It's still on then?
Of course it's still on. Don't ask me when, though. My first call's going to have to be to the venue.
You're going to marry the man who tried to kill you?
Indeed. Just so I can sell my story to the women's magazines. Be a great headline.
You're not worried about it happening again?
Peter, Scotty had a brain tumour, which made him delusional.
This Capgras thing, you thought you'd been taken over by somebody else?
No, he thought my double was pretending to be me or something.
Well, it sounds like a load of bull. And it doesn't explain why he attacked you. It's got to be because that's how he is.
No.
He's got a temper on him. You said that much yourself.
When he gets stressed, yeah?
So maybe it's something that's in him that the tumour brought out.
You're being ridiculous.
Well, Mum and Dad don't think so.
Excuse me?
They don't want you to marry him any more than I do.
I keep thinking about those two men. I mean, it's bad enough knowing I was in the same building as them, but it must be worse for you.
It hardly seems real. I'm planning on writing the whole thing off as a bad dream.
What about the police?
I've told them everything I know. I'm afraid the only way to make them any more interested would be to still be missing.
You know, what I can't understand is how this Bobin Tinter got an NHI number.
Under the name of Wilson.
Without any help from the inside.
Yes, that is the real mystery.
So will we still have a wedding to go to?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do it soon as, before something else goes wrong.
Why do people always do this? Get into a lift, stand there stiff as a statue staring at the door. Everybody does it. Why?
I think it's something to do with not wanting to make eye contact in such a small space.
I think you're right.
Thank you for coming.
What am I looking at?
Mr. Wilson's NHI details.
What are you trying to prove? Mr. Wilson was some Euro crim who managed to get a New Zealand alias. Is this a faked file?
Yes, we've known that for quite some time. What I hadn't realized was the time the document was created.
I'm not with you.
It's right there. Anything strike you as unusual?
No, but I'm not the brain box you are. Whatever weird theory you have, you're going to have to spell it out to me.
This file was created on the morning of December 15th, after the patient had disappeared from the wards. And about 20 minutes before you first showed me the file.
I hope you're not saying what I think you are.
I'm afraid the evidence speaks for itself.
You think I created the document?
More than that. I think you bumped Mrs. Greenway quite deliberately. And for no other reason than to get Boban Tintor into a Shortland Street operating theatre under an assumed name. I'm also struggling to believe you didn't know exactly who or what he really was. Deny it if you will. I'm listening.
Gibson closes in on her target, but Rose is still missing and Spectre pulls a last-ditch attempt to regain control. That's all to come in the explosive finale of The Fall next Wednesday the 17th at 9:35 here on 1.